Hey Leo, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from February 23rd through the 25th, 2024. This is for Leo. Last shuffle here for Leo. Let's see what's going on. All right, Leo, so what we have is a milestone and we have back and forth. You're finally at a place. Milestone is like you were going to reach this spot anyway. It's time for you to be discerning. Okay, so it's like you may have been full speed ahead in a direction at one point, and now they're like, just sit back and think about it for a second, right? The milestone is Seven of Swords and the Hanged Man. Okay, here we go. Two cards fell, the Sun and Three of Cups. There's something about you not being yourself. That's what Spirit wants you to know. It's like you may have gone full speed ahead in a direction, and it's not... you may feel like a fish out of water, like this isn't really what I wanted to do or where I'm at, where I wanted to be in a situation. Let's see what this says. So the Sun and Three of Cups over the whole reading, this is really your energy. It says that you are celebrating, or you're worth celebrating, or there's something about this weekend that should be celebrated, okay? And it's going to be really obvious. Some kind of win. There's some sort of thing going on where it's like, yay, Leo. Right, but milestone is Seven of Swords, the Hanged Man, Fool, and Three of Swords. I see what this says now, because I'm like, what is this deception energy? Something is done, like something is closed out. Some painful chapter in your life is over. You finally reached this milestone. You were always going to get here. I've been seeing this a lot for the last year for Leo, that heartbreak, betrayal, this and that and the third. Lots of, sadness going on here. They're showing that this is the end of the sadness. If anything, you see it differently now. And with this combination, this talks about how these things were meant to happen in your life, right? It was, you were meant not to be able to see through it. You were meant to have to kind of like figure things out on purpose, because you were meant to change. You were meant to be free, like to be more dynamic and free. Okay. There's something about, you would have never let something go or left something behind, or you would have never elevated had you not been betrayed in this manner. This comes out a lot. I think that I've said these same exact words verbatim for Leo multiple times over the past 2 years, really. And but they're showing that you may finally, at this point, this is a moment, a pivotal moment where you're seeing it for that, seeing the situation for that reason. Like, I get it now. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now should these things not have occurred. Leos typically are the sign, at least as much as I know of. I'm, a lot of Leo relatives. We don't have regrets, right? Because we know that things naturally, we understand that things culminate and to a point for you to be right where you are. There's no such thing as regret, right? But I see that in this instance, this may have been something that was on your mind quite a bit. It was hard for you to see it differently. I was betrayed. I was hurt. I'm sad. I'm broken. For some of you, you may have even split from someone with the Three of Swords. And it's like something had to end, whether it was a relationship or just in general, thinking about what happened or dealing with it, or dealing with something about betrayal. It's something. It could have been anything, because they're not, with all these majors, they're not pointing at relationship or this or that. It could have been a job. It could have been anything. So what they're screaming out is that the milestone is that you finally are at this place where you see the purpose of an ending. Back and forth is Hermit and the World. This is talking a lot about how you're not really sure what the lesson is. Okay, so I'm not really sure what the lesson is. I just know that I was meant to be right where I'm at. So there's something that, it's like if you were to look back at the past, you don't really understand the full depth of why you were meant to be where, like, go through certain things, except for the fact that you understand that you have accomplished something great because of it. However, what else is there? Because you're elevated for a reason. It's not just for this win or just this thing right now, or just to be this person right now. What are you going to do with it? You don't know. You're back and forth about what was the lesson fully. Like, what am I being prepared for here? I don't really know. Like, there's something more to this whole debacle that I just went through, And so here we are with travel, Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, and this is talking about something that happens or occurs at your house, or at home. It seems like everything is celebratory. This is symbolic of leaving everything, all the cares of the past in the past, and celebrating right now. And this is how your life will be from here on out. If it's like I'm seeing nothing but happiness here for you. So there's this is sad stuff, overdone, outside in this bag. You're waiting for the trash man to come pick up this bag, and you're now in a celebratory energy. This is like a new phase of time for you that is long lasting with the Ten of Pentacles and even the Hanged Man. It's like this is it. This is like you're gonna be happy from, I mean, there's always gonna be some sadness, but it will never be as bad as what it was ever. Like, this is a promise. Ever again, even with the Hermit in the World, they're saying never again will you be that sad or that hurt or that deeply cut by anything or anyone. Fragmented energy is Five of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. So you maybe there's a lot of things that this is how you're approaching everyone or how you're looking to everyone. It's like you may still have this air about you of feeling defeated, or this looks like a habit or something where you've been in this place of being or feeling low for so long that you may still be kind of like presenting that to the world. Like you're very stable in that energy where it almost looks like you're still distant from certain people that were part of this. You may present yourself that way, but it couldn't really be further from the truth. It's because it seems like you've healed or you're healed. There's something about you presenting that there's certain parts to either connections or people in general, right? There's connections to people where you are still distant. So you're still trying to figure out how that works. How do I reconnect to people? How do I, because this looks like you isolated yourself due to what you went through. So you're still showing up as that person. Like, I'm busy, but you're not busy. You just are so sad that you don't want to talk to anyone, but you're not sad anymore. It's just a habit now that you're not speaking. There's something about you being kind of distant, but you're in such a good place distant. Whereas before it was like you were distant from people because it was like jacked up. And so you may still be shown or seen in that way. And it's hard to now, it's not like you could just be drastically different. Like, let's meet up at this place and have fun. They're like, you weren't having fun all last year and the year before. All of a sudden now, so what's going on with you? And it's almost like you're past it. You just want, you know what I mean? It's like you want to just exist. So I'm seeing you trying to figure out what all this was meant to be. Like, why was it like this? I know that I was meant to be right here. That much I do know. But what's next? Yeah, Leo. I'm going to have to watch this one. You could be dealing with another Leo, an Aries, a Pisces, a Virgo, a Capricorn. We also have Taurus here. So you could be in a Leo Virgo cusp. We have Pisces Aries cusp here. We also have, yep, this seems to be that. All right. If you're not dealing with these signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.